Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, and welcome to Malie City, where we have the Cinnabar Flare challenging the Malie Draconids. Flare are going to start out with Rapidash and Charizard. Draconids starting out with Dracovish and Drampa. And no, Charizard is not a dragon type, it is a fire flying. Just to get that clear, in case anybody's confused. But let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win. The Malie Draconids, who are the second highest ranked stat average team in the league, or the Cinnabar Flare, who are currently undefeated and sitting on top of the ladder. Let us know in the comments below. But we have Rapidash starting off with a headbutt, so starting off with those physical moves. Rapidash bringing in that 100 base attack. We get a Giga Drain coming from Charizard. Very effective hit on Dracovish, already taken it below 50%. Dracovish, with his chance to respond, goes with a Mist Ball. And I think, yeah, it's going to target Charizard. Not as powerful a hit as Charizard had on it, but still a decent hit, taking about a quarter of its HP there. Drampa now with his chance goes with a heavy slam. This time it's going to target Rapidash. Not very effective at all. As always, a 6-on-6 Metronome battle. If we get to our 20-minute time limit, we will go into single battle overtime. Rapidash is going to be bringing the speed, having that 105 base speed to go along with that 100 base attack, which we mentioned previously. Charizard's going to have that 100 base speed going with 109 special attack, so it's going to go with the physical stat, don't go with the horn attack onto Drampa. Dracovish now. Dracovish has 100 base defense, so not as much of a physical attack, but can still do some physical damage. Goes with the magic room, so that leopard berry that everybody holds is not going to have any effect at the moment. Drampa's coming in with that amazing 135 base special special attack, and goes with the avalanche on Charizard. Reasonable hit, considering it is the flying type. Rapidash now, hoping to go with something offensive, and goes with the Outrage. This is going to be super effective no matter who it hits, as Dragon are weak against Dragon types, and Dracovish has been eliminated, but that is super effective Outrage. Drampa getting a little bit in the way of the camera there. Rotom moves. Fire Pledge now coming from Charizard. It's going to have that stab boost on Drampa. Still though, not very effective. Drampa still with more than half of its HP left. Drampa now with a chance to respond for its teammate. Goes with Venom Drench, but unfortunately it fails. Now we have Haxorus coming out for the Malie Draconids. Haxorus is going to have that on Nerve, which is going to have everyone too nervous to eat the berries, which can't be used at the moment anyway. Totally useless. Haxorus is coming in as a physical attacker, having 147 base physical attack, but gets hit with that Outrage again from Rapidash, and now Rapidash is confused, but Haxorus just holding on. 15 HP left. Amazing hit. Charizard could actually finish Haxorus off right here, but instead goes with a Mist. So that Mist, everyone's just going to become shrouded in it, or the away team, Cinnabar Flare will be, sorry. Haxorus now goes with a Baton Pass, so Haxorus is just going to go back into the party. Doesn't want any of this action after feeling that Outrage. So next Pokemon coming in for the Malie Draconids is the Grass Dragon type Appleton. And he's a cute little boy, he is. But he can pack a hit with that 100 special attack and 110 HP stat. Gravity now from Drampa is going to bring Charizard back down to Earth, which means Charizard will be susceptible to ground type attacks, which will be super effective on Charizard's flying type. Rapidash hoping to shake off that confusion that it received after using Outrage. And it does, it's going to go for something. Going to go with a Shadow Sneak. It's going to target Appleton. Doesn't do a great deal of damage, however. Cinnabar Flare can get that stab boost on the grass type. But then Charizard's going to go with a Thunderbolt. Targeting Drampa again, taking it below 50%. Not very effective again. Drampa with an opportunity to respond. Having a very slow speed stat of only 36. Going to use that corrosive gas and burn up everyone's leopard berries. The berries are copping it during this battle so far. Appleton even slower than Drampa with only 30 base speed. Slowest Pokemon on all of the Malie Draconids. But it goes with a Scratch Attack onto Charizard. Not a bad hit. Almost gets Charizard down into the red. As always, in our Google Doc below in the description, you'll find a link to our ladder, fixture, stats, and roster. So always feel free to check that out. It's updated of a Tuesday. Water Spout now coming from Rapidash. It's going to target both Pokemon on the opposing side. Drampa's still above the red. It's not going to be very effective on either Pokemon though. Thankfully for the Cinnabar Flare, it wasn't hit on them. Another water type move coming from the Cinnabar Flare. Charizard going with the Whirlpool. Targeting Drampa doesn't finish it off, but Drampa's going to feel the effects of that Whirlpool in between turns. Drampa now going with a Swift is going to target both Pokemon on the Cinnabar Flare. And it eliminates Charizard. I can't believe that. Charizard already out of this battle. Good hit by Drampa there. Gear Up now coming from Appleton, but it does fail, and the Magic Room's worn off, but already, as mentioned, most Pokemon don't have their Leopard Berries anymore. Cinderace now coming out for the Cinnabar Flare. Very speedy Pokemon with 119 base speed and 116 base attack to back it up. So we'll be seeing Cinderace go first for the Cinnabar Flare. Going with an Energy Ball, so a Grass-type move coming from the Fire-type Pokemon. And it's going to target the actual Grass-type, Appleton, but it's not very effective. Rapidash going with the Smog. And again, they continue to target in Appleton, chipping away. That does a bit more damage than usual, being super effective. But now Appleton is left with that poison, so Appleton's going to receive damage in between turns from the poisoning. Drampa going with that Struggle Bug, going to hit both Pokemon on the opposing side. Won't be very effective though, however it does take Rapidash below that 50%, putting it in the yellow. Appleton. Gonna go with a Misty Explosion. Appleton won't even feel the effects of the poison because it's taken itself out of the battle. And the worst thing of all is that Fairy-type move will be super effective on Drampa. So Drampa's eliminated. That's 2 Pokemon gone from the Malie Draconids by their own team. Not because of the Cinnabar Flare, but because of damage done by Appleton. They just lost 2 Pokemon. So now we have Tyrantrum coming out for the Malie Draconids, as well as Haxorus will be coming back onto the field to join it. Haxorus barely having any HP left whatsoever. Tyrantrum will be coming in as a very physical Pokemon. Has that 121 base attack and 119 base defense, so it can take a physical hit and dish it out. We get an Inferno coming from Cinderace. It's going to have that stab boost, and it targets Haxorus. Haxorus is already eliminated that quickly after just coming onto the field. Haxorus having no impact on this battle. That's 4 Pokemon down for the Malie Draconids, whilst we only have 1 down for the Cinnabar Flare. But here we have an explosion coming from Rapidash. What an unnecessary move done by the Flare Pokemon. And the explosion is going to eliminate Rapidash and almost eliminate Cinderace, but Cinderace just holds on. If Tyrantrum can hit Cinderace now, that'll put Malie Draconids right back in this game. And it's going to go with a low sweep. You have to think this move is going to get the job done. And it does. Cinderace has been eliminated. So now 3 Pokemon have been eliminated from the Cinnabar Flare, as opposed to 1 and 4 Pokemon from the Malie Draconids. Malie Draconids are still in this. We have Dragon-type Pokemon, Turtonator, coming out for the Cinnabar Flare, as well as Arcanine, one of the most impressive Pokemon so far this season in the Elite Challenge League. Druddigon coming out for the Malie Draconids. Arcanine, as I was just saying, being so impressive, has gotten an elimination in every battle so far this season that it has been in, as well as obviously the Cinnabar Flare have won every battle this season. So you have to think Arcanine is looking to continue that streak. Malie Draconids are definitely going to want to take that down before it happens, but they're also going to want to use their Stab Dragon advantage to take down Turtonator, the Dragon Fire type. Drill Run from Arcanine onto Druddigon, and it's a critical hit. So Arcanine already making that impact as expected. And Eruption now is going to come from Tyrantrum, so a Fire type move is going to hit a Fire type Pokemon, so that won't be very effective. Although it does a surprising amount to Arcanine, but it is a critical hit, so that would explain why. Arcanine taking a little bit more damage than Turtonator there. Druddigon now is going to go with Revenge, but targets Arcanine, and it does. It'll do a little bit more damage than usual due to already taking damage from Arcanine. Arcanine already losing over half its health. Get a Grassy Glide now coming from Turtonator. And it's going to target Tyrantrum. So have that decent effect just because Tyrantrum's a Rock Dragon type, the Rock typing of it being a little bit weaker than your usual Dragon. Arcanine now is going to go with a House, so it's going to boost its own stats. It's going to lift up that already impressive attack stat that it has of 110. As well as lifting up Turtonator's 78 attack, but Turtonator is more of a defensive Pokemon with 135 base defense. We're going to get a Luster Purge coming now from Tyrantrum, and they continue to target Arcanine, trying to prevent this Pokemon from getting any momentum. Arcanine's special defense will be lowered. Druddigon now going to go with a Jaw Lock. And they're going to continue to target Arcanine, and Arcanine has been eliminated. Arcanine has not eliminated a single Pokemon. So the Melee Draconids have done exactly what they need to do by taking down the Cinnabar Flare's Ace Arcanine. Turtonator is still on the field going with a Defog, but this is fantastic. The Melee Draconids have gone from a 2-5 disadvantage to a 2v2 battle. So Melee Draconids are not out of this whatsoever. They want to get that third win for the season, and we have Darmanitan coming out for the Cinnabar Flare as their last Pokemon. Darmanitan's coming in with an amazing 140 base attack, and it's going to be the quickest Pokemon on the field with that 95 base speed. It's going to go with a Scale Shot, so this is going to be super effective. Hits Druddigon once, it's a multiple hitting move, hits it twice, Druddigon is eliminated. So Darmanitan has come onto the field and made an immediate impact with that Scale Shot. Tyrantrum now needs to hit hard and hit either Turtonator with something big. Hit both of them. If it can come out with a Surf, you have to think that'll do mass damage to this team. It's going to go with a Retaliate. And it's targeting Darmanitan. Very good hit by Tyrantrum. It's going to need more than that though, as it is down 2-1. Turtonator is going to go with a Fly, so Turtonator is going to go up into the sky, and we'll see that move take effect next turn. But very impressive. Melee Draconids have severely worked their way back into this. They're still holding on. They have one Pokemon left. This is Darmanitan's chance. If it can make the most of that attack, it's going to go with a Stomping Tantrum. You have to think this is going to do decent damage. Tyrantrum just holds on. Tyrantrum has 12 left after suffering a super effective hit from Darmanitan, sorry, and we get a Guard Swap from Tyrantrum, but it fails. Turtonator being in the end. That Fly, now coming from Turtonator, is going to finish off Tyrantrum, and the Cinnabar Flare have won it. Amazing. Melee Draconids came so close to coming back from a very big deficit to almost beat the undefeated Cinnabar Flare, but the Cinnabar Flare are able to hold on. Very impressive, and defeat the Melee Draconids in Melee City. Cinnabar Flare are definitely going to want to try and continue this next week when they host the Rustboro Rockies on Cinnabar Island. But that Misty Explosion from Appleton, absolutely unfortunate for the Melee Draconids, taking out 2 of their own Pokemon, just giving them a big deficit. Surprisingly though, seeing Rapidash so unnecessarily use that explosion almost made me think that the Melee Draconids would work their way straight back into this battle, but they didn't at the time. It took a bit, but Tyrantrum doing a very, very impressive job. Rapidash with that explosion almost eliminating Cinderace, but as I said, Tyrantrum was just able to capitalize and wipe Cinderace from the field. Melee Draconids are definitely going to want to hope to come away with the win next week when they travel to Saffron City and take on Saffron Psychics, who have been one of the lower performing teams so far this season. So Melee Draconids are definitely going to want to capitalize on that, but it was very impressive by Druddigon and Tyrantrum taking out the Ace Arcanine from Cinnabar Flare. Unfortunately, that Scale Shot taking out Druddigon, and Tyrantrum slowly following after that Fly. But as always, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was best on field today. And always remember, you are awesome, and I will speak to you next time.